Good morning. Thanks for coming in today. I hit the wrong button there for a second. Good morning, good morning. We're going to do some flying. Why not? In the Piper M500. I got some scenery for Henderson and for Santa Ana, and I'm going to do a flight from Henderson to Santa Ana because it seems only appropriate. I'm going to immediately go ahead and just start showing everyone this freeware. This is a freeware scenery on the VATSIM 2 website. You got nice little palm tree action going on here. Yeah, you got your 17 right. It's all right. I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad. Got this going on. Better than the default. You got whatever this is out here. They got the whole Oakland Raiders thing going. Anyways, not Oakland Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders. I'm dumb. It used to be the Oakland Raiders. Good morning, Thomas, Spoozy. Thanks for coming in today. We're going to go flying in this cute little M500. This is a flight that in jet aircraft wouldn't take very long, but in this thing, it's going to take us like an hour and a half. So I'm just going to roll right into getting this thing started up. First thing we're going to do is we're going to check the EMER button, make sure that's working properly. And it is. We'll turn that off. Actually, I should probably also make sure that I actually go in here and fuel up my airplane. First, we're going to do import from SimBrief. Alright, and we're going to get rid of all the packs. It's just me flying. I don't need any passengers. I'm about 175 pounds, so that's right. We're going to carry about 50 pounds worth of cinnamon buns. And we're going to load all that instantaneously. So we got our flight plan in here. Alright, very good, very good. Alright, now I need to, let's see. I'm trying to remember the sequence for this thing. I think it's nav light on, battery on.
Got it, Ontario, looking for pushback engine start. What was the call sign? Lobster 4573, we're freight cargo.
Lobster 4573.
Got LA Center Online covering us.
Push and start is at your discretion. Call for taxi. Expect 26 right. Ontario altimeter is standard 299.
Alright, we got enough power here. Yep, we do. Alright, so we'll just go right into start here.
Southeast of the price, KHND-KSNA.
Push the start button.
South 969 Los Angeles Center, good morning. Radar contact 2.
Stabilizes, and then we go.
VOR. Maintain level 380.
Maintain 380, Southwest 969.
This is, what is it? This is the FSR 500, so, trying to remember the name of the
Citation 1 Kilo Echo, descend the Lucky 1 arrival, Limburg altimeter 2991.
Was it Flight Effects, I think? No, not Flight Effects. Is it Flight Effects? No, they made the Piaggio. I'm thinking of I don't remember. Why is my brain not braining right now? Alright, we're gonna go ahead. We're started. So generator, alternator, avionics, auto for now.
This is United 506, that's flight level 340, direct.
Let's get this going.
At 506 Los Angeles Center, good morning. Squawk 53079.
It's a FS Reborn. That's the brand. FS Reborn. And this is the FSR 500, so it's their version of the Piper M500. That's what I was going for. Thank you, Boozy. Iowa Scotsman, thanks for coming in today.
Right, 2626, welcome to...
Don't punch the streamer in the nuts, alright?
Right, cross runway 1 right,
the streamer
terminal 1.
is having a little bit of a dum-dum morning.
Exit right, cross 1 right, and taxi terminal 1, spirit wing is
I don't need to be punched in the nuts for being stupid. Alright, I don't need that. I don't need that kind of energy in my life right now. Alright, we need to get a clearance here. LA Center, good morning. This is November 124 Mike Charlie on the ground at Henderson. Clearance to Santa Ana.
I want you for Mike Charlie, Los Angeles Center, good morning. Clear to John Wayne. As filed, maintain 7,000, expect 16,005. Departure with me, squawk 5177.
Alright, we're clear to the John Wayne Airport as filed. We'll maintain 7,000, 16,005. Departure with you, 5177 squawk for Meridian 124 Mike Charlie.
Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, read back is correct. Spec runway 17 right for departure, call for taxi. Henderson altimeter 29907.
Thank you.
Control, this is United 506.
Oops. 5177.
And then?
Alright, somebody's calling for push. Who was that?
Skywest.
Alright, so our
Well,
initial
6510,
altitude
you're
is
the alley, quick start at your discretion,
7,000. So
expect
we'll
25,
set
right?
7,000.
Copy.
That's going to be whatever
Yeah,
heading he
hello
plans to give
again.
This is
us.
Back Raleigh 8749. We're about to request taxi now.
Start with a vertical speed of 2,000. Alright,
Raw
let's
material.
see.
Pack Valley 8749. I had to make sure
Very
where you were.
good.
I mean, I knew you were at Ontario. I just needed to see where you were.
Let's take a look at that.
Right, taxi via
I love this.
November, Ontario, altimeter
This livery is
299.
still one of my favorites of all time that Zach has made for me.
8749.
It's a beautiful, beautiful
You can
livery.
expect that.
Very beautiful. Alright, anyways, focus up. We're going to get back in here. So we're cleared as filed, which means the flight plan is good. We need to select the arrival. We're doing the Emlyn one
5307.
from there, and we're going to load that. So let's look over
Yeah,
here.
506. Squawk 5.
Yep, Presso, GFS, then
Yes, 5307.
Hector, that leads us into the arrival,
And I done.
and then 10,000. What the hell is that?
United 506. Radar contact 902 miles
Alright.
northeast of the Boulder VOR.
All that is in there. Yeah, it looks like everything's in there correctly. Very good.
Maintain, actually descend via the Angel 4 arrival. Ontario altimeter 299.
Alright.
Descend via the Angel 4
Out.
arrival. Altimeter 299.
This one can stay
Let us
zoomed
find
in for
out.
the taxi. Procedure. We don't need to worry about departure because it's going to be a heading departure. There's no SIDS out of here. Alright. So we're going to go ahead and get this thing set up now for departure. We got to set the trim. There we go. We don't need any takeoff flaps today.
Stage 1 Kilo Echo. Contact SoCal approach from
We
19.
turn this on. We need to push this in.
Kilo Echo. Thanks, man.
This needs to go on. We'll go low. That seems to be the magic setting right there to keep a cool temperature.
4573 heavy on Ontario. Ready for taxi.
And then we'll go ahead and go taxi light on, pitot heat on. This is going to come manual for takeoff, manual. Good there. All right.
Oscar 4573 heavy, runway 26 right, taxi via Golf, November. Caution the, I think that's a Sky Courier that's crossing right to left.
His voice kind of just crackled there. We're all having a good morning.
26 right via Golf November. We will give way to the traffic. Lobster 45.
I wish this
Back Valley 8749.
pad worked,
Squawk
like the
code.
keypad, but that doesn't work.
Oh, that's coming.
It's the only thing that doesn't work on this thing, I think. Alright. Let's go ahead and pull the parking brake here. Brake check is good. Beta seems to be working fine. Should probably open up a taxiway diagram so I don't look like an idiot. And center, Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, we're ready to taxi at Henderson.
124 Mike Charlie, runway 17 right, taxi via Alpha.
17 right via Alpha from Meridian 124 Mike Charlie. Alright, so we'll just make a left turn here onto,
21-1, runway 25.
we gotta get over to Alpha over here, so we'll taxi here, and then we'll get onto Alpha to 17 right. I got these fancy pants taxiway signs, so you can tell that the scenery is definitely, it's nice. They did a pretty good job, this freeway.
21-1, thanks.
This thing wants to go. You have to use that beta when you're taxiing, or she'll just go flying away.
Ready to go.
Wait, so
She wants to move.
749. Flat runway heading. Wind is
And my rudder pedals are not,
calm. Runway 26 right at Quebec.
rudder pedals are not doing so hot. I have a feeling I'm going to need rudder pedals soon. Because these ones that I have are,
That seems like deja vu to me.
plastic and old.
Much like this is much too bad bells on, bends on.
That's true. You it must have been really pretty late where you were at for the time you were flying.
Yeah, that's true. So a little more time today.
Alright, let's see. Alright, short here. I'm going to make sure everything is correct. Yes, yes. Yes. Good, good. Strobe landing lights will come on when we get clear for takeoff. We don't need anything else. I think we're good down here. Yeah, I think we're ready to go. Quick and painless, this thing is to set up. Quick and painless. Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, ready for departure.
Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, flat runway heading, wind 2008, runway 17 right, clear for takeoff.
Runway heading, clear for takeoff, 17 right, Meridian 124 Mike Charlie. Let's go flying. I see 17 right on the pavement. We're gonna fly runway heading. And we're gone.
Actually, 749, airborne out of 1,700 for 10,000.
FLA 749, radar contact, turn right, heading 280, when able direct Pomona VOR.
There's the R, we'll rotate.
I'm between 14,000 direct Pomona on navigation.
Positive rate, gear up. Alright, runway heading, vertical speed. The airplane do the work for us here.
Control, this is United 506. For the following the FMC, for some reason the FMC does not show the vertical navigation sector for the Angel 4 arrival. So request vector solution.
Yeah, 506, are you telling me you do not have the Angel 4 on board?
I do have the Angel 4 arrival aboard, but it doesn't tell me which altitude I should be in every waypoint. So request vector solution. 506.
Yeah, 506, I would, okay, so you're saying your FMC doesn't have crossing restrictions, but you have lateral control via the FMC?
Besides, Roger, United 506.
Okay,
Oh,
you can go to skyvector.com in a different window, and you can bring up the chart for Angel 4. It'll give you the crossing restrictions.
I understand. Okay, thank you. United 506.
Yeah, you were given to send via, so just when you bring up the chart, just follow the crossing restrictions on the chart. Start your top of the
Yeah, Ben is not having it this morning already.
So, defending my discretion, United 506. Thank you.
You want to for my Charlie radar contact KL2
4 Mike Charlie's out of 5,200 for 7,000.
Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, altitude checks. Turn right heading 180 when able direct Creso, then on course maintain 16,000.
180 heading direct Creso on course and 16,000. Meridian 124 Mike Charlie. Alright, direct to Creso.
4573 heavy, ready to go.
We'll go nav, and we'll climb to 16,000.
Heavy, wind is calm, runway 26 right, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 26 right, lobster 4573 heavy.
Center, standby, 65, 10 ready.
Gotta love those VATSIM pilots, chat. Gotta love them. Look at us climbing out of here. There's Vegas in the background.
Runway 25 right, taxi Charlie 6 Bravo.
Vegas.
I did, and Charlie 6 Bravo for 25 right.
My God. 3011, RNAV Hyper.
A lot of mountains over here.
Runway 25 left, clear for takeoff.
Some mountains in front of us. Good thing we can climb pretty good. Alright, so we can go auto. Oh, we forgot to turn the landing and strobe lights on like an idiot. That's fine. We'll do it now. Everything else is good.
So I'll be back. Looks like I gotta answer the door.
Roger. Everything is happening for everyone this morning. Look at this baby climb. Ah, that paint scheme is just incredible. Zach really outdoes himself with some of these Virtue Safe Flying Club liveries. Alright, so we're Creso on course, so we'll just keep following the nice little magenta lines that we have for now. Temperature in here is pretty hot. So I can actually go ahead and we'll turn it down another notch. Just try and cool it off a little bit in here. It's a little warm. Be sweating. Be sweating up in here. Good thing I don't have any passengers. They'd be pissed. Oh, good morning, chat. Thanks for coming in today. It's only 10:47 in the East Coast of the United States. I tried to sleep in this morning but couldn't. So now I'm going to be extremely tired going to the Red Bull game tonight where it's going to be cold and rainy. Very disappointing. They better at least win or I'm going to be even more pissed. Nick Reslow, thanks for coming in today. Good morning, sir. Climbing up to our cruise altitude of 16,000. We're on course going to John Wayne, Santa Ana. Which right now the weather in Santa Ana is 5 miles, ceiling broken 500. So we're going to be shooting approaches today into Santa Ana. I think it's going to be the ILS to, what is it? It's usually the ILS to 20, right?
Center back. Lobster 4573 radar contact. Tail 2 leaving.
Lobster 4573, we're passing 5,000 per flight level 140.
I think it's the 20 right. Yeah, ILS 20 right. So we'll be planning on that.
Altitude checks, climb, and maintain level. Tree 0 on course.
Tree 20 on course, Lobster 4573 heavy.
I'll go ahead and put that in here.
Right, 2020, runway 1 right, full length, taxi via Delta, cross 26 right at Delta.
Alright, 1 right, full length, taxi via Delta, cross 26
Throw Sager in there just in case.
Right, 2020, I think I missed
Minimums will turn on. Barrow is 255. So we're gonna have to go 260 since we can't do that. And we'll load it. We'll load it. Very good.
Buddy 11 radar contact. Say out. Do you leave me?
All right.
Oh, correction. Odyssey 11. Odyssey 11. Sorry about that. Climb maintain flight level 400.
Continuing our climb away from Vegas. Goodbye, Las Vegas area. We're gonna fly over a bunch of desert on our way out to Southern California. John Wayne. Nice easy flight to start the morning here in our Piper M500. I don't know why I have like 15 text messages, but none of them are from Sarah, and that's the only one I would care about. Sarah's working. It was Sarah's birthday yesterday, and she went to a concert with her friend at Madison Square Garden, and I was their designated driver to and from the train station. Pick them up at the train station at like 12:30 last night. They'd definitely been drinking, so it was funny coming in the car ride home. But then poor Sarah had to wake up this morning at her normal time, which is like 5:30 in the morning, to get ready for work, and now she's at work, and I'm sure she's feeling it. But sometimes that's just what you gotta do to enjoy your birthday.
Scott 6510, already have Docker.
15 for
Wind is
16.
variable 4, 25 right, clip takeoff.
Already have Docker, clear for takeoff, 25 right, go with 6510.
JetBlue flight from Boston flying over right now to New Orleans, cruising at 34,000 feet. Very nice. Oh, that's the wrong button.
Southwest 431, Lima Airspace North, radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Oakland Center is offline. Switch to advisory. Enjoy your flight.
Okay, one advisory, Southwest 437. Have a good morning, sir.
431 is what I got down on my scope.
Alright, we're leveling off at our cruisy-roozy altitude of 16,000 feet. We'll let this airplane speed up, and we'll try and set a power to maintain it pretty much as close as we can to 180 knots indicated. We're going to have to retrim the rudder, because you can see now it's going to come out of balance now that we're no longer in the climb. So we'll get that left rudder trim in. We want to get these two things lined up. I put in a little too much. So we're going to just put a little more right rudder back in. You want it trimmed out so that the little guy is matched up evenly under the triangle. That's going to give you, so you're not flying crooked. It'd be the most efficient way to fly there. Naturally, my stomach is alerting me that I have to go to the bathroom all of a sudden. Figures.
2,200, go with 6510.
6510, now 2 checks. Climb and maintain flight level 220.
Let's get my
Flight level 220.
thrust setting here as close as I can, like I said, to that 180. And then I might have to step away and use a little boy's room, because my stomach has decided it's code brown. Something about me doing some VATSIM. Anytime I go on and connect to VATSIM, all of a sudden it's like, yep, time for bathroom break. Never fails. Never fails. I don't know what the hell was that just now? I think did my sim just have a conniption? What the hell? Looks like we're holding about $1.78 at this setting, and this will be fine with me.
Service terminated. Frequency change approved. Albuquerque Center offline. Switch to advisory.
My sim just had a conniption there.
Switch to advisory, United 202. Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, Southwest 3140.
Oh, that was kind of weird, not gonna lie, but we're gonna roll with it.
3147, runway 1 right, taxi via Whiskey Delta, cross 26 right.
I'm going to try and wait until we get to GFS, which is about 3 minutes 50 seconds before I run to the restroom. So I want to see when we make the turn how it's going to affect our speed. Make sure that that's set well before I have to go and do the dash to the potty. Hashtag Code Brown.
Camarillo altimeter 29990.
29990, back Valley 87.9.
Like I said,
For the on-air runway 30.
whether it's a flight or whether I'm doing ATC, it feels like anytime I do anything VATSIM related, it's like an automatic laxative. And like immediately I have to poop. As soon as I get into the thick of whatever I'm doing.
That is correct.
On request.
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 2296, requesting on-board clearance to Las Vegas with information Romeo on board.
This is going to be the longest 2 minutes and 30 seconds of my life here, waiting to get to this fix, make the turn so I can get my power setting, and then I have to, you know, obviously ask for permission to step aside. It's on my ATC, I'll have to ask for permission to step away. Be a good VATSIM pilot. Of course, since this airplane doesn't have a lav in it and this was the real deal and I had to poop, I'd be asking for a diversion, descending to find the nearest airport for physiological needs. Because when you gotta go, you gotta go. Right? Right. God, it is going to be a nasty day here in the north, where I am at least, in terms of weather. It's going to be rainy, it's going to be cold. This Red Bull game tonight's going to be a wet one. Wet and cold. Not what I had in mind.
Back Valley 1049, commitment to your flight plan advisory to copy.
Good.
Valley 1049, after the San Marcos VOR, proceed direct Gaviota VOR, rest flight plan unchanged.
Right, direct, San Marcos and the direct Gaviota, 49.
The laws of learning.
Actually, back Valley 1049, that'll be after San Marcos direct, Gaviota direct.
Okay. No, just the RNAV 30 from the Gaviota, correct?
That is correct. That's the initial approach fix at Gaviota.
Thank you.
Here comes the turn that we've been waiting for. Not a moment too soon. We'll wait and see, like I said, what the airspeed's going to do here. If we have to change our power setting.
Wind is variable at 4, runway 1 right, full length, clear for takeoff.
1 right, full length, clear for takeoff, Southwest 3149.
Runway 2020, radar contact, stay altitude.
That was a very nice subtle jab at Southwest that he just made.
Level 190.
Southwest pilots are known for taxiing with some decent pace. Like I said, I just want to wait and see, now that the wind is going to shift a little bit here, what my airspeed's going to do with this power setting, if I need to adjust it at all, and then I'm going to step away to use the little boys' room here. Yeah, exactly, the old Southwest 30-knot taxi. Looks like it's going to be fine right where it's at. Center Meridian 124 Mike Charlie, we're going to step away from the cockpit for about 5-6 minutes, if that's alright with you.
That's approved.
Thank you, sir. I'll be right back, chat. Gotta go use the little boys' room. Typical.
Southwest 3147, passenger 41.
That's 3147, rear contact. Altitude checks, climb maintains level 190.
I'm safe on 190, Southwest 3147.
Fairways 2020, climb maintain level 280.
I'm maintain 280 for Fairways 2020.
Scott 5510, check your disregard. Looks like you were 300 feet above flight level. Looks like you're back on it now.
Yeah, we're working on it. Scott was just about time.
Thanks.
LA Center, out of 126, near 50410, 5 miles north out.
Was that in upon 126?
Correct, Alpha Pond 126.
And 126 heavy, Los Angeles, good morning. Squawk 4721 ident.
472, and it is.
About 126 heavy, radar contact 10 miles northwest of the Avenal VOR. Descend via the Ironman 2, arrival LA altimeter 29991, information Romeo.
Alright, we'll send it out, RV2. We've got room, 126.
Southwest 3147, climbing maintains level 410.
I'm safe on 410, Southwest 3147.
FedEx 3553 on frequency.
Alright. I think I've won the battle, but I may have not yet won the war, chat. I'm sure that's way more information than you needed, Mr. 26 Part 2. Thanks for coming in today. I'm back. I had a code brown. I apologize. And Meridian 4, Mike Charlie, we're back in the cockpit.
Meridian 4, Mike Charlie, copy, thank you.
Turns out it's because the pay is different. Most airlines pay by the hours of the trip, hence why the taxes they get paid the same while doing less hours.
126, radar contact block.
I believe that's correct. It's in some form or fashion. That's pretty much what it is, and that's why they do what they do.
Meridian 4, Mike Charlie, the jagged altimeter is 2996.
9 or 6, thank you. I just go with whatever the sim tells me, chat. This baby is not that fast. We're doing, what, a $178 indicated, about 222 across the ground. True airspeed of 231, so that headwind is definitely knocking us down a little bit. 15 knots right on the nose.
We have very important distractions, so now we're back in cockpit. Descending.
Alright, missed the call sign. Who's calling?
United 506.
9506, descend via the Angel 4 arrival. Start your descent when you're ready.
Descending, United 506.
That United 506 is giving him fits.
South 969, descend via the Lucky 1 arrival.
Give you guys some wing view here for a little bit.
Lucky 1, 29903, Southwest 969.
It's a lot of desert out here.
374 Julia Foxtrot, Los Angeles Center, 5x5, how many?
A lot of desert, and then eventually when we get close to Santa Ana, then it will be a lot of people.
Alpha, Los Angeles, we're ready for push and start with information. Romeo on board.
That's right, 296, push and start approved. Tail to the left onto Delta 7, expect 24 left.
Tail to the left onto Delta 7. Expect 24 left, Delta.
There really is just not a whole lot out here, though.
296, what ATIS information you have?
Look to the left, look to the right.
Romeo on board, Sarah, Delta.
Not a lot of civilization out here.
On the pushback, pick up Sierra.
Roger, Delta 2296, pick up Sierra.
Alright, so let's look at this chart real quick together, chat. We are going to be on the Emlyn 1. We're going to be coming from Hector. Then we're going to go to Gillum. And then Apples at 10,000 feet. Emlyn Caps, 10,000 feet still. Prize, or Arise. I guess it's just Rise. Rise, 8,100. Paradise at 6. Randall at 6. Then we gotta go all the way to Dowd at 6, and then we gotta come to Aham at 6, and then we gotta go to Seal Beach, and then a vector off of there. So it's a weird little arrival, because we're gonna come, we're gonna make a right, we're gonna go there, and then we're gonna zig, and we're gonna zag, and then we're gonna boop. And yes, I just said zigzag boop. Good morning. Thanks for coming in today.
Center, Skywest 55, 10, wherever our top of the sun.
Sky 5510, descend and maintain.
For anyone that's actually paying attention, you must think I'm crazy.
Reporting clear skies.
Maybe a little bit.
5-mile visibility and mist.
Maybe a little bit.
Fog in the area.
Copy, we'll descend and maintain.
And the altimeter is San Luis Obispo 29905.
Yeah, but you knew you were gonna say something like that, Boozy. I knew it. I knew it. I knew you were gonna come out of left field and be like, "Yep, you're crazy. You're crazy bastard." Mm-hmm. You're not wrong. Are we gonna be playing some Warzone later? Which I guess it might have to be after I have that meeting now with Lehefrey, because that's at 1:30. But I should have time after that to maybe play a little bit before I go to Red Bull Arena, because I'm not leaving till like 5:30 my time is probably when I'm gonna go leave to Red Bull Arena. So there should definitely be some time before I leave.
November 4 Alpha Charlie, at cruise 10,000 feet.
I'm figuring that this meeting that I'm having with Lehefrey at 1:30 my time is probably going to last like an hour to an hour and a half. So that would be done.
Avalon altimeter 29906.
Done call it at like 3 my time, so that would be 2 o'clock your time. And then I'm not going to leave until like 5:30 my time to go to Red Bull Arena. So we'll have some Warzone time this afternoon. Probably around like I would say probably like around 3 o'clock my time. That would be 2 o'clock your time. is a rough estimate of when we could play for a little while before I go to the game. Because I think actually right when I'm done doing this stream, I'll have a little bit of time. I gotta go to a BJ Club because I am running low on toilet paper. So I need to go to BJ Club and get a big thing of toilet paper. And I'll probably just get a few other larger item things that I need. Not much else to do on this rainy Wednesday. It's rainy and chilly in New York. It's annoying. Like I said, I'm going to be going to this freaking Red Bull game. I'm going to be in like a winter coat. It's going to be cold.
Are we looking at the ILS for 11 or the RNAV for 29 here?
Oh, it's up to you. I mean, it's clear skies with the 5-mile visibility. You can get a visual once you get close enough. You're still pretty high. If you want the ILS approach, I don't have any traffic in San Luis Obispo currently, and if you would want to, we can give you the ILS 11 approach, circle to land at 29. That's up to you.
Are you getting hit with the nor'easter too? Is it a nor'easter?
Okay,
is that why it's
good.
going to be so rainy? I mean, it's not like
the RNAV 29 approach, and
it's not like it's going to be heavy rain. I don't think.
were you thinking of taking it from KDAP?
Oh yeah, it is actually a pretty decent amount of rain. Yeah, so it's essentially what it is that whatever this is that's hitting the northeast here, it's going to make it nice and wet and cold all day.
KDAP.
Which is annoying, because like I said, I'm going to this Red Bull game tonight.
3,900, and then you're cleared RNAV 29.
They're in the round of 16 in the U.S. Open Cup against Dallas. The stadium is probably going to be like completely empty except for the supporter section because of the weather. And yeah. Fun times.
Ready for the push and start.
Okay, you broke up there. Who was that?
That will be Speedbird for Echo Super.
Speedbird 4 Echo Super. Push and start approved. Tail right on Kilo. Expect 2-4 left for departure.
Alright, copy that. Push and start is approved, tail right, and we'll expect 2 for left for departure, Speedbird for Echo Super. Los Angeles Center, Southwest 20.
Yeah, whatever you guys are getting, I guess we're starting with right now. It's a little bit of rain that we're getting.
That's Engine 96. Thanks for Sierra. Runway 24 left, taxi via Delta 7 Echo.
24 left via Delta 7 Echo, Southwest 2096.
Figures. Can't get a nice warm evening in the middle of May for a Red Bull game. I have to get cold and rainy. Anyways, you guys can tell that I'm a little perturbed by the weather, but you can't control the weather, so it is what it is. Weather's beautiful out here on the west coast.
American 115, Interoceanic Airspace, radar service terminated, frequency change approved, San Francisco radio offline. Squawk 2000, enjoy your flight.
Squawk 2000, American 115, having that is the same, and I look forward to come back to airspace again soon. How about we take our 777 to LA next time from DFW?
Sounds good. We look forward to it. We'll see you later. United 506, cleared ILS 25 left approach.
Stream needs more farts. I saved those for your stream, Boozy. Why would I gas myself out here when I can go into your place and gas you out? K Van Zelda, thanks for coming in today. Boozy's like really, Boozy's like fake, sort of fake, but maybe kind of real upset with me, chat, because for like the last couple days I've been non-stop screwing with him.
Charlie, Cross the Seal Beach VOR at 5,000 LAL.
So like, it's like borderline. I'm not sure if he's like.
Seal Beach VOR at 5,000 November Alpha. November 40 Alpha Charlie.
Borderline of not sure whether or not he's actually mad at me or not.
Counter Southwest 2296, 20 short 182, 4 left.
That's 2296, RNAV Delray, wind variable at 4, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
RNAV Delray, runway
Oh, yeah, he's mad because I didn't stream when I was on Kennedy Approach last night, which I wasn't in the mood to stream last night, Chad. I just wasn't. Because at least when I started controlling, also, it was super dead.
Space radar service terminator, frequency change approved,
Like,
security offline, squawk 2000, enjoy your flight.
at the start of the stream, Kennedy was dead. Or at the start of the stream. I didn't stream last night. At the start of my controlling session, it was pretty dead last night. Now, about
Los Angeles Center, Philippines 103, requesting clearance.
God, these VATSIM pilots are loud this morning.
300.
But about 2 hours into me controlling, it actually did get pretty busy for a time, and then I was like, oh man, Boozy's gonna be pissed because it actually did get kind of busy, and he probably would have enjoyed this. But I just wasn't in the mood to stream last night, so it is what it is. I stream.
103.
Most of you, the people that follow this channel now, have figured out that I'm not a consistent streamer. Like Boozy's got a set schedule. Slant Alpha's got a set schedule. Melvin Leroy, all these gentlemen have a set schedule. My job does not allow, and we're going to go ahead and ban the old Spammerino here. My job does not allow me to have really kind of a set schedule. So, you know, I just kind of stream whenever I want to stream. And that's just it's just how it is. If I'm not in the mood, I'm not going to stream. If I'm in the mood, I'll stream. That's just, you know, so. Much to Boozy's chagrin, at least last night.
Hello, Los Angeles Center, Delta 214 Heavy, radio check.
Auto Break, thanks for coming in today.
That was 2296, rear contact.
Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Jet Pilot Cinema channel.
That's 2296, altitude check, fly heading 251, climbing.
I'm in the Piper M500 with the beautiful Virtuous A Flying Club livery that was made for us by Zach B.
330, descend to 3,000 crossing November 40 Alpha Charlie.
It really is very beautiful.
Freeway 2020, descend Lucky One arrival, Limburg altimeter 299.
About halfway to, probably a little over halfway to Orange. John Wayne, Santa Ana.
San Francisco. I'm going to pick up IFR clearance.
Getting close to top descent here.
I'm on Ontario.
Delta 214, did you say you were at San Francisco?
San Diego, correction. Sorry about that.
Alright, clearance on request.
Roger, thank you.
6510, wind 300 at 5, runway 29, you are clear to land.
Clear to land, 29, San Francisco.
5 Gallon 8749 at Gaviota, cleared RNAV 30 approach. Santa Maria altimeter.
Yeah, he's controlling LA Center mostly top down. No, completely top down. So he's LA Center completely top down, and the VATSIM pilots are definitely VATSIM piloting this morning.
Wind variable at 4, runway 25 left, clear to land.
Runway 25 left, United 5 Delta.
Such is VATSIM, such is the life.
And Speedbird for Echo Super, ready for taxi.
That's why I have no desire to do
runway 24 left.
No desire to do center, honestly.
24 left via Kilo Echo, Speedbird for Echo Super.
Boozy just posted his plans.
And affirmative.
Thank you.
Los Angeles Center, Philippines 103 would like to take runway 25 right departure, if possible.
Philippine 103, heavy.
Boozy will be doing the finale of his crossing of the U.S.
Roger, 25 right departure.
Sunday he's going to do his kickoff of his Project Italian Coastlines. Okay, alright. Mr. Fancy Pants over here. Mr. Fancy Pants Sheep over here.
Airport 2 Alpha Charlie, expect vectors ILS 25 left approach.
Got top descent about 5 miles.
Airport 2 Alpha Charlie.
Pants are very fancy. Yes, sir. Boozy, fancy pants sheep.
Sky 5510, welcome San Luis Obispo. Exit right, taxi to the ramp via Alpha. Thanks for flying.
Alpha to the ramp, Sky 5510. We're not SIM freeze.
Okay, you're fine. Nobody behind you.
Got it, 9.
That's 2296. Climb maintain 13,000.
Climb 13,000, Southwest 2296.
Finish off safe ticket on all my days off. When Texas weather sucks, I've been flying the Cessna 414 Eagles around the world. So far, made it from San Diego to New York in 4 flights. Next up is Northeast Canada. That's awesome. That's awesome stuff.
Southwest 969. Expect the RNAV.
Auto break. Not sure if you are one of the club members, but if you're not, if you're a VATSIM pilot and you're a general aviation lover like myself, you should consider joining the Virtuous Safe Flying Club, which is the general aviation flying club that I run on the VATSIM network. Do you have to be a VATSIM member? Love to have you join us. We do about 4 to 5 events every month, all general aviation related.
November 40 Alpha Charlie, radio check. 555.
And center for Meridian 4 Mike Charlie. We just crossed over top of descent. Did you want us to go down via the arrival here?
Maintain 3,000 till established. Clear down left, 25 left approach. Locked. 42 Alpha Charlie, left turn 270. Maintain 3,000 till established. Clear down left, 25 left approach.
270, maintain to ILS approach, November 40 Alpha Charlie.
Oh, brother.
And 42 Alpha Charlie, make that a left turn 220.
220, November 40 Alpha Charlie.
That was 2296, left turn, direct clipper, join the Orca 5 departure, climb maintain level 290.
Left 2 Clipper, join the Orca 5 departure, climb flight level 290, Southwest 2296.
42 Alpha Charlie, left turn 220, intercept the localizer.
220, intercept localizer, November 40 Alpha Charlie.
Molly Pond 126, expect vectors ILS 24, right approach.
Vector Charlie ILS 24, right.
United 506. The ILS flies, but I can still see the runway. So visual landing from low altitude. United 506.
United 506, clear visual approach, 25 left, wind variable at 4, 25 left, you're clear to land.
To land runway 06, 25 left, United 506.
Center, you have a descent for 4 Mike Charlie.
November 124 Mike Charlie, descend and maintain 10,000.
Descend, maintain 10,000 for Mike Charlie. Alright, since he's just giving us descend and maintain, we're not going to go crazy trying to get down for 10,000 at the apples, even though that's what's on the chart. Or Apples or whatever. He's obviously super slammed.
Runway 25 left is located.
Yeah, there's a pretty decent amount of real world pilots in the flying club there, auto break.
West Hotel, make a right on Juliet.
Nick Greslow's still in the chat. He's one of them. Obviously, I'm a real world pilot. But yeah, there's a good handful in there that are real world as well.
United 506.
Number 12, Meridian 4 Mike Charlie, delete the crossing restriction at Apples. Let's go ahead and follow descent instruction, crossing restrictions on the Emlyn 1 arrival.
Alright, we'll delete the restriction at Apples, and then we'll descend at the crossing restrictions on the Emlyn 1 for Meridian 4 Mike Charlie. Alright, so if he's gonna have us do, let's level at 10,000 first, because that'll...
Los Angeles Center, good morning, extend 3320 on the ground.
We got 10,000 at caps anyway. So we'll level at 10,000 feet for caps, and then after that we'll descend for the restrictions on the rest of the arrival, which is 6,000 is the bottom.
The Jet 3320, clearance time request.
LA Center, Sleeper 4 Echo, Super holding short, 24 left.
So we're good to go.
Speedboard 4 Echo Super, RNAV.
Real world desk pilots.
Variable at 4, runway 24 left, clear for takeoff.
That's one way to put it. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do this for the descent. Everything else looks good. Temperature wise, we finally cooled off here in the cabin to a nice temperature. No more sweating. Yeah, so VirtueUSA Flying Club is definitely not a virtual airline. It's a flying club, general aviation style. And like I said, we do about 4 to 5 general aviation events every month. And pretty good group. So if you're looking for more GA related things, then you found the right place.
Copy, refile.
Center, good morning, Ben. American 2698, fly to Los Angeles.
November 4 to Alpha Charlie, go around.
Even though technically we are on the VirtueUSA or the Virtual Airline Partnership Program with VATSIM, but that's only because they don't have another name for it. But we are indeed a flying club and not a virtual airline. But I understand. Trust me, I do. Poor Ben is once again overwhelmed by the VATSIM pilots while controlling LA Center top down. Because VATSIM pilots be VATSIM piloting as they do.
Lap on 126, you are 2 miles from Kobe. Turn right, heading 220, maintain 2,500 till established on the localizer. Cleared ILS, 24 right approach.
Alright, right 220 down to 2,500, cleared ILS approach, runway 25 right. Correction, 24 right.
Back Valley 8749, wind variable at 3, runway 30, clear land.
Then runway 30, back Valley 8749.
Alright, we'll level at 10,000 feet, and then we'll set the altitude to 6,000, and we'll activate the VNAV, and we'll let the VNAV take the wheel.
Thank you, sir.
November 4 to Alpha Charlie, missed approach.
4 to Alpha Charlie, turn right, heading 050, maintain 3,000.
050, maintain 3,000, November 4 to Alpha
Alright, so
Charlie.
VNAV, VPath, we'll let that take the wheel. You can see why we have to level off at 10,000 feet here, though, because mountains. Don't want to hit those guys. We found civilization, though. Definitely some civilization out here now. But definitely are leveled off with a purpose, because we don't want to hit these mountains here.
Super, radar contact, altitude.
You got mountains to the left of us, mountains to the right.
4 Echo Super, altitude check, climb maintain 13,000.
Got a big old city right below us here.
And just to confirm, is that which intersection?
4
This
Echo,
is,
Ocean 1, just follow the Ocean 1 and
Apple Valley.
13,000.
Copy that, 13,000, Seabird 4, Echo Sewer.
This is Hesperia is what we're flying over right now. So, Hesperia. Not even sure if I'm saying that right. But it looks like it's pretty big size city out over here in what they call Apple Valley. And that's why the fix is apples. Very
That's 3147
aptly named.
Frequency change approved. Enjoy your flight.
Little lake right here. Nice.
See you
Little
later.
lake action.
799 Lima airspace northeast.
I guess that's
Advisory.
Lake Arrowhead. Lake Arrowhead.
Lobster 4573 Lima airspace northeast. Radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Switch to advisory.
Actually, I guess that one is Lake Arrowhead, technically.
Thanks for the services.
This one is not
See you
labeled
later.
on the chart, so that's Lake Arrowhead. This one's got a little lead in from the river here. Yeah, I don't know which one this is, but pretty scenery right here.
South 969. Wind is.
You think they grow apples there? I don't know, man. I've never been there, so I don't know. I hope so. If they don't grow apples in Apple Valley, I riot. Auto brake. Grew up in SoCal. Love it. Yeah, I mean, I like visiting there. I don't know if I could live there, but I do enjoy visiting there. Got another top of descent coming up here soon. You can see it right there because we're going to cross Rise, excuse me, Rise or Rise at 8,100 feet, which is very specific, 8,100.
Mirror 42 Alpha Charlie, turn right, heading 090.
090, November 4 Alpha Charlie.
Give you the old wing
Right,
view.
expect vectors ILS 25 left approach.
Vectors ILS 25, right approach, November 4 Alpha Charlie.
42 Alpha Charlie negative, expect ILS 25 left approach.
ILS 25 left approach, November 4 Alpha Charlie.
Speedbird 4 Echo Super, climbing same level 370.
We can watch our airspeed on this one right here while we're also looking at the scenery. Look at that. Can watch my speed and we can watch the view at the same time. A little multitasking. Of course, we really should be below 10,000 feet focusing on just the flying, but when you got a view like that, it's I mean, it's hard to pass up on a view like that, right?
2020, expect Darnell, Yankee 27 approach.
It's pretty. You know, I see no need to get Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 yet, to be honest, because 2020 still got it. When you can get a view like that on a Wednesday morning going into Southern California.
Los Angeles Center, Southwest 3254, it's on Alice approach to Vegas.
We're gonna go manual on these guys now for the rest of the descent and approach.
South 3254, wind variable at 326 left, clear to land.
26 left, clear to land, Southwest 32.
Very nice. 91 for 81. Alright, let's refocus here. So we got 8,100 at a rise, and then we're going to go down to 6,000 feet at Paradise. Which is Papa Delta Zulu.
Ready 124 Mike Charlie, expect visual approach, 20 right.
Visual 20 right for my Charlie. Guess the weather has picked up to that it's a visual approach. You're 5 miles, hazy, few clouds at 800. It'll be close. And for my Charlie, we have information. Sierra still showing 5 statute miles in the orange or John Wayne. Excuse me. If we could get the ILS to 20 right.
Yeah, it's pretty hazy in the SoCal area. Okay, plan for the ILS 20 right approach.
ILS 20 right for my Charlie. Thanks. Hazy indeed. Alright, more paradise. There's the California Motor Speedway, by the way, chat. Pretty sure they still do NASCAR races there. Pretty sure. Not 100% sure. Don't quote me.
Current number 3, Joe.
Back Valley, 8749, welcome to Santa Maria, taxi the Ram, thanks for flying.
This is Ontario, California.
Oh, no. It's very late, but it's actually ATC. Yeah.
Alright, take care, Shez. We'll talk to you later.
Definitely see the haze.
First time I'm hearing you, Shaz, as a pilot and not as a controller.
Yes, that was the first.
It's always funny when I fly. Every time I fly in the area, somebody's like, hey, aren't you supposed to be a controller?
Same here.
LA Southwest 969, we're clear.
Indy 500 this weekend. Don't think NASCAR ever runs there. NASCAR.
969, welcome to Limburg, taxi to the gate. Thanks for flying.
NASCAR runs at Indianapolis. I think they used to. Pretty sure.
20 at Lindy, cleared RNAV Yankee 27 approach.
Lindy cleared RNAV Yankee 27 for square wing 27.
Pretty sure NASCAR does the Indianapolis. Pretty sure they call it like the Brickyard 400 or something.
November 42 Alpha Charlie. You are 10 miles from Gigi. Turn right, heading 220. Maintain 3000 till established. Cleared ILS 25 left approach.
I mean, he's talking to another one of his LA Center controllers.
November 4 Charlie. 220, maintain 3000, cleared ILS approach. November 4 Charlie.
Yeah, I was thinking that I wasn't going crazy there, Iowa Scotsman. I was pretty sure that they do the NASCAR race in Indy every year with calling it the Brickyard 400.
Welcome to Los Angeles.
By the way, the reason why the Republic Airways is called Brickyard is because they're based in it. Like their HQ is Indianapolis. Fun fact for everyone. Gonna level off 6,000 feet. The rest of it's gonna be. What we got? A little. Look at this little.
2296 descend rounders 3 arrival 1 left transition. Las Vegas altimeter 2996.
Sandia, the rounders 3 arrival. Las Vegas altimeter 2996. Southwest 2296.
South 2296. 1 left transition, please.
1 left transition. Southwest 2296. Great.
124, Mike Charlie, descend maintain 4,000.
4,000 for Mike Charlie. Alright, we're going to go down. We're going to take the VNAV off, vertical speed, going down to 4,000 feet.
Southwest 3254, Los Angeles Center, say again.
Calling John, 26 right, taxi to the gate.
So 3254, welcome to Las Vegas, cross 26 right on Alpha 6. Right, actually just continue up Golf and right on Whiskey to Terminal 1, Bravo or Charlie Gate, your choice.
Should I go? My choice of the gate for South 30.
124 Mike Charlie, you'll be going through the localizer for the descent.
4 Mike Charlie.
Railway 2020, wind is 3005, runway 2.
I've been doing VATSIM for 17 years, auto brake. I started doing VATSIM when I was about 16, 15 years old. I'm now 33 and I'm an airline pilot. It's I think VATSIM is a great thing. It was a great tool for me. Definitely helped me.
124 Mike Charlie. You are 12 miles from Lemon. Turn left, heading 170. Maintain 3000 till established. Cleared ILS 20 right approach.
Alright, left heading 170 and cleared ILS for 20 right approach. What was the altitude for 4 Mike Charlie?
3000 till established.
3 to establish, 4 Mike Charlie, thanks. I missed the altitude there. So 170, 3000 till established.
Airport 2 Alpha
Clear for the
Charlie,
approach.
25 left, clear to land.
Clear land 25 left, November 4 Charlie.
I'm gonna wait till we get to the better side of it here. And we're gonna hit approach.
Yeah, 124 Mike Charlie, if you can, get, let me know what visibility you're getting once you get the runway in sight.
We'll let you know, 4 Mike Charlie.
Thank you, sir.
Alright, we'll do the loc since it doesn't want to take the approach for some reason. Oh, no glide slope yet. We're too far out. That's what. That would be why.
Listen, good morning again. American 2690, flight number 3 with Quebec with taxi.
We're still pretty good ways out here. That's probably why we're not picking up the glide yet.
American 2690, runway 1 right, flying taxi via Bravo Delta, cross 26 right at Delta. And
there's the glide, so we'll go approach. GS is armed.
Let's see, did you pick up Quebec?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we did definitely get Quebec and
15-mile final, so we're good.
Delta, American 2690.
Okay.
Thank you.
Ben is a very good controller on the VATSIM network. Probably because you are stinky. Is that because I forgot the altitude? Is that what you're responding to, Boozy? You're so nice to me. You're so good to me, Boozy. So much love. Feel so much love from you. By the way, ISNA is correct. We have the correct localizer frequency. Glide slope's armed. We're maintaining 3000. We are established. We're clear for the approach. 20 right. We're going to let him know what we think the visibility is. Right now, the visibility is ass.
Maintain 8000. Expect level 240 and 5. Departure with me, squawk 76.
If anybody was wondering what the visibility was, it's ass.
Cleared to San Francisco, climb maintain 8000, expect 240.
We're going to start slowing this bird down a little bit now.
Squawk 7626, Skywest 5649.
Scout 6649, readback is correct. Sounds just altimeter 2995. Expect 29er for departure. Call for taxi.
Copy, Skywest 6649.
Sir, good morning. Exit at 3320 on the ground at Van Nuys taxi. Request 16 right.
Says at 3320.
Landing lights on, strobe lights on. Good, good, good. Everything's good.
Charlie, cross 16 left.
Glide slope's captured. For the go around, we would climb to 3,000 feet, so we'll keep 3,000 feet set.
Exit at 3320, altimeter at Van Nuys 2992, standard.
We're going to start getting the gear down. Start slowing down to our approach speed. We'll approach at about 100 knots. Second notch of flaps. We'll hold about 110. show you guys what she looks like dirty. Not much to her, just some flaps and some gear. Final approach fix Lemon 2200, that checks. We're still waiting to see the runway.
Los Angeles Center, Philippine 103, stand 207, bit ready for push 25 right.
Philippine 103, push and start, please tail to the right on taxiway Lima. Face south, expect 25 right.
Just barely seeing the end of the runway there.
Approved, tail to my right, expect 25 right, Philippine 103.
On Jet 42 Alpha Charlie, welcome to LA, exit left, taxi to the FBO via Alpha, thanks for flying.
Taxi to FBO via Alpha, the winds the clouds are pretty annoying out there. November 4th after.
Yeah, a lot of coastal clouds in SoCal today. It's actually going up the coast. Well, that makes sense. And yeah, visibility is kind of poor.
And for 4 Mike Charlie, we'll call it about 5 miles to see the runway at Santa.
4 Mike Charlie. Yeah, I see you out at 4 miles currently, but yeah, if you picked it up about 5 miles, thanks for the pirate.
No problem. Yeah, we saw it about 5 miles out. We got the runway in sight. I also forgot to tell you guys to do your landing rate guesses if you want to do that real quick. Volanta's running. You got about like 10 seconds to make your guesses if you want to make a landing rate guess.
American 265, pre-departure minutes on the way.
Don't need the exclamation point predict in this channel, just a number, positive or negative. Get those guesses in quick, because we can see the threshold of the runway. We're below 1,000 feet. Autopilot's off, yaw damper's off. And we're going to go ahead and clear the flight directors. Do it old school here on in.
Very broken.
Definitely a hazy day to start the morning in Southern California. That's pretty common this time of year. Out in SoCal, pretty common.
Tango November Oscar 5555.
November Oscar 5555. You don't have a clearance. Why are you taxiing?
Ooh, VATSIM pilots are being VATSIM pilots. What a surprise. This is Santa Ana, John Wayne.
Air 2690, wind variable at 3, runway 1 right, full length, clear for takeoff.
This thing loves to float.
Takeoff on runway 1 right, full length, American 2696.
We also don't need to use too much brake because we can just go right into beta and watch this thing slow down.
LA Center, good morning. Delta 39 Heavy on the ground at Las Vegas. I'm going to pick up IFR to San Diego.
Really save on the brake wear with this thing. Just keep her in beta and watch her go. Oh, we have so many choices of FBO. We'll probably go to Atlantic here.
Center exit 3320, ready for departure, 16 right at Air 9.
Stretch at 3320. Wind is calm, runway 16 right, clear for takeoff.
Make sure we're clear of the runway.
Stretch at 3320.
4 Mike Charlie is clear of 20 right going to Atlantic.
4 Mike Charlie, welcome to John Wayne, taxi to Atlantic on Alpha, thanks for flying.
Off to the ramp, 4 Mike Charlie, thanks for coming in today.
Alright, Thanks for being on. We'll see you.
See you, buddy.
See you, 4 Echo, radar contact lost.
We're going to take a look. This is another really good freeware scenery, by the way, on the FlightSim.to website that we're going to take a look at here once I get parked up.
Heavy on the ground in Vegas, looking to pick up 5 San Diego.
We'll take a closer look once, like I said, I get parked up here. We're going to go give ourselves some princess parking. But this is a very, very nice freeware scenery. I think it's probably someone that lives in this area and flies out of this airport decided to spend some really a good amount of time into building this scenery. You guys will see why once we start looking around here. You can tell already just by the detail, having the Atlantic on the thing and everything. And this is a free scenery.
American 265. American 2690, radar contact, stay altitude.
So we're going to go ahead and park brake, pull. We can go ahead and do this, and this, and this, and this. And we can go ahead and do this.
Guess not.
Hello, Sonic. Good afternoon. Walk away to Team 24. Can we get an update correct? So now at 340, 600.
And we're going to look at the landing rate here in a second. Oh, it's a good one, chat. We got a good landing rate.
Yeah, we changed that.
It's going to get real quiet now because we're turning the battery off. We don't have to listen to ATC anymore. Here we go. Landing rate, chat. Look at that. Minus 32. Pretty much 1G on the landing. Who was the closest to 32 before we look at this scenery here? I think 43 is the closest guess. Iowa Scotsman. Good job. Very nice. That was pretty good landing. Pretty nice flight. I liked it with the little haze coming in. I think Microsoft Flight Sim 2020 still gets the job done. I see no reason still to get Microsoft Flight Sim 2024. I'm going to be honest with you, chat. This sim gets the job done. And look at this scenery. Again, this is a free This is a free scenery, chat. Free. F-R-E-E, free. And this is some payware quality stuff. Look at this. Look at this. I guarantee, like I said, this has to be someone that really likes this airport. Whether they fly out of here, live here, or something. Because they put the time and effort into this airport. And they still decided to make it free. F-R-E-E, free on the FlightSim.to website. Got all the hangars lined up here. Got whatever this building is. Oh, it's another ACI jet. So you got another FBO right here. Keep on coming. You got your terminal building. Look at this fancy looking terminal over here at John Wayne. I mean, this is some high quality stuff. Come over to this side. Got some more hangars. A lot going on over here. You got your fuel farm. You got your fire trucks. You got Clay Lacy. This is another FBO brand. More hangars back here. You got some pseudo hangar kind of things over here. Got Leading Edge Avionics, Martin Aviation, Lion Air. You got, oh, look at this. You even got, look with the museum. You got a little fancy little DC-3. You got whatever this little guy is right here. Look at that. Let's see. Hellastream Inc. Whatever that is. I mean, that's just a unbelievable amount of very specific and high quality detail that's put into a free I'm gonna have to give you guys, I'm gonna send the link to you guys because this is pretty impressive stuff for a freeware. This is hold on, whoops, there we go. This is the link. If anybody's interested in downloading this freeware, I would highly recommend it because it costs you nothing and it makes it pretty awesome to want to fly in and out of. Like, I'm going to have to start finding some more flights to go in and out of here intentionally because that's very nicely done. Very, very, very nicely done by someone who clearly loves this airport and decided that they needed to really put it in detail in the sim. So good job to them. Good job, Iowa Scotsman, on guessing the correct, closest to the correct with my very, very good landing in our beautiful, you know, we have beautiful livery on this M500 courtesy of our buddy Zach B. This is still my favorite of all the ones he's made. The one on the Catfish is pretty good too, but this one is the original real beauty that he pumped out for me, and I appreciate him for doing that. All right, I'm going to stop talking now. You guys saw the beauty of the airport. You guys saw the beauty of my landing, and you guys are probably sick of me by now. I have a meeting with Lehefri, that's Jeffrey B. actually on Twitch. I have a meeting with him at 1:30. We're going to be talking about Virtuoso Flying Club airshow stuff. For those of you who don't know, the Virtuoso Flying Club does an annual airshow. This year is our 3rd annual airshow. It is on... Give me 1 second. My brain just stopped functioning again, chat. It is on Saturday, July 12th. Here you go. Here's the briefing. Virtuoso Flying Club, Saturday, July 12th. It's a 1 p.m. Eastern start. Again, that broadcast is going to be on the Jeffrey B channel. Currently, we have 17 performances lined up. You can see it all right here. We have the Virtual United States Air Force doing guest performance. The United States Navy Virtual is doing a guest performance as well with us. 17 performances lined up for the 3rd annual Virtual Safe Flying Club Air Show. Saturday, July 12th, 1 p.m. Don't miss it. Again, Jeffrey B on Twitch. That's the channel that you're going to want to go to see that air show. Again, 3rd annual Virtual Safe Flying Club Air Show. Don't miss out on the action, on the fun. It's going to be a good time. It's going to be a great show. We're incorporating music into the show this year. It's going to be DMCA safe music, so it's not going to be anything you're familiar with music-wise. But it's going to be good. So that's good. Like I said, that does it for stream. I'm going to go. I have to go to the store. I have to go get a few things at the store, run some errands. Then I have the meeting, the air show meeting with Jeffrey B. at 1:30, and then after that I'm probably going to be playing some Warzone with Mr. Boozy Sheep, assuming he's still in the mood to play later, and then I'm going to the Red Bull game tonight. So there you go. That's the rest of my day. Let's see, who's streaming. Looks like Arch NDA streaming. We can go ahead and give Arch a raid. Say hi to Arch for me. He's a great dude. He's doing some Microsoft Flight Sim 2024 stuff. Looks like he's flying... Looks like he's flying a BizJet. And he's also doing some marbles on stream, it looks like. Anyways, let me get the raid started. Thank you guys so much for coming in. Thank you for all the new followers. I appreciate you. If you're not already a member of the Flying Club, you should join. And, on that note, bye-bye. See you.
Come fly with me, let's fly.